Okay. Fine. So we said if you enter 0, you should not accept it. So let us take something here. Okay. So Imad. So let us say the name of person is Imad, and then employee number is say 130. Now the date, you can have a date, any date, joining date, say today, June 23, and then say salary 0. So what it says, salary shall be more than 0. So this way we can set the validation rules. Say salary is 1. Okay. So you go back here and you can see here. Okay. So you come to again the short text. You will find validation rule here. For text, you don't put a validation rule, but for numbers and dates, you can put validation rule. And another field here is the required. So required means this field entry is the required data entry in this field. So it is showing you an option whether if you want to make mandatory data entry or not. So if you want mandatory data entry, you have to select this one as yes. And also there is next field, you can see allow 0 length. Sometimes when you text, you enter it, if they leave the field blank, then it will give a message. The 0 length is not allowed. Means you have to enter some text. So let us try this one. Say now required. Now let us take which field, say name of the employee name. Okay. So you say yes. If you say yes, what will happen? So just go back, close this one. Saying your data integrity rules have been changed because you are changing the existing field. So say yes. Now go back to the table and say I will not enter the name of the employee. So just I'll go to employee number, say 150. Okay. And then joining date, say 11 June 23. Say 4. Now what is saying here? I try to go to the next field. You must enter the value in the table employees name field. So it is saying you must enter, otherwise it will not allow you to go. You cannot go and click other place. So unless you enter here. Okay, for example, Roy. Okay, now it will also, it is saying you should have 4 characters, say Roy M. Okay, then it is restricting you with the entry, and also if you don't enter also it will not go. This is the purpose of, again go to design sheet view, say go to the employee name. So what we said here, required. If you say required, it will not allow you to go until you fill the data. Okay. The another property, we come to what most utilize, the IME mode. IME, this you can keep aside, but you can come to a text align property. You see here, there is a text align. This property, it will give you by default general. You can see it's general. Okay, this you have a choice to change it. Suppose say now you first go and see what actually it is doing. Go to the data sheet view, click here, and then you see what happened here. The employee name is aligned to left, right? It is aligned to left. So I want alignment right. How do I do that? From the design itself. So you can go to design view. Okay, now employee name. So what is given here? Text align general. So we'll go here. It is a giving, when you drop down, you select the drop down here, it is giving you option left, center, right, distribute. So I will select right. Okay, if I select right and say let us go close this one, again open the in data sheet view, You see here the name is change it to right alignment. Again, you try it again, go to design sheet view. Okay, employee name. Now instead of right, let us say I will select here and drop down center. So go and close this one, save this data table, again open the same table. You see in the center. It's clear? You follow me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, yes.
Okay. Now again let us go back. Okay. So we have seen for the short text, field size, the format it comes into like numbers, it will come. Input mask, how to create your own input mask type, and caption, where it comes the diff value. Okay, now the caption, what I'm saying here, also you can enter here directly. There is a description option, optional description. What you enter in the here can be also typed here. Okay, so the validation rule, the validation text, the required, okay, hello, zero length, yes, no, text line, okay. Suppose okay, we see these two things finished. Number, you come to number, this also we have seen number. Again, you say the required is same. Again, this remains same, text line remains same. The main thing in number is the validation rule and default value. You want default value, for example, 500. You put a 500, it will come as a starting number 500. Okay, and decimal places. Okay, now when you come to the number, first thing you will have is a field size. You have a long integer. You see here byte, integer, long integer, single, double, replicate ID, decimal. So long integer means you will have a number. If you enter 1.2, it will come only 1. If you go for single or double or decimal, it will give decimal places. Each one has a different purpose. So you say if you select single, for example, okay, we will see the difference between a long integer and this one. Okay, employee number, what? Okay, for example, salary. Okay, salary is another number, so we will select a number only. Say employee number. Employee number, you have long integer. So let us go back and see. Here, can we enter? We'll close this one. Okay. Again, open. Right, details. Okay. We said employee number. Okay. Now I want to enter employee number 112.55. Let us say. What is happening? It's taking all decimal place out. It is only given 112. So it will not give you decimal place even if you enter it. But if I want decimal place, what I do? Go to design sheet view. Okay. Now employee number, or let me take employee code. Let me say employee code. I will say number. I will select. I will leave the as is. So this one, if you select a number, you have to choose depending on the data, the kind of data you will enter. If you select a single, okay, now you can enter the decimal places. Say yes, save it, then again open it. Now you come here, we have the last column, employee code, right? So here, if you want to enter a employee code, say 1.1, 1.2, so decimal place remains there, 1.4. So whenever you want decimal places, you have to choose not an integer, not a long integer. Okay, here we selected what is okay, let us come to the number again. So you have the field. Okay, we selected the single, right? Now format, if you come to format, numbers have different formats. You see here general number. It will give the number of decimals, whatever you enter. It will not truncate. It will not put a comma. So this is general number format. So you can see, for example, you select the general number. Okay, you select a general number format. What is the difference? You can see it. Okay, this is general number. So go back and just test this value. Say save and go back again. Say employee code. Okay, now see this one. So for example, I enter 20.2222 like this. whatever you type, it will come. Say 3.44444. Number of decimals, what you enter, everything is coming, right? I think how many it's taking. So let us take more. So how many digits? I think it's fixing number of digits. How many digits can 2 or 6 digits is taking. So general number is taking 6 digits. For example, you enter 3,000, like 33,000.3333. So you can see here. Oh, okay. So general number is only taking up to maximum 3 plus 3, 6, 7 digits is taking, not more than that. But it's leaving the if it is exceeding more than 7 digits, it is actually removing your decimal place. So that is the problem with the general number. So if that is acceptable to you application, you can use it. Otherwise, if you want to define a format, let us say I will take a fixed number. I want this one to be fixed. What is meaning of fixed? Just go and see what happens. We go to the same data, check it here. Now what happened? All the numbers, decimal places changed to 2. You see here, all gone. You have fixed decimal places. The fixed decimal places are fixed. And also you see here 33333, there is no comma. See, you have 333,000 or what is this one? 3,033,333, right? There is no comma. So the problem is the fixed will give fixed numbers, but it will not give a comma. That is the difference. Okay. Let us again go and design sheet and go to the number again and say instead of fixed, I will select a standard. Let us say standard. First select standard. What happens? Say save again and try again the data. See, now you see the comma has come. There is a 3,333,333, right? So with the standard, if you select the standard format, then you get a commas. And then you have decimal places. Okay, clear that one. So let us come to again this one. Now you have an option here for the standard decimal places. So it is given auto. So you can select number of decimal, how many you want. For example, I want 3 decimal places. So select 3 and then see what happens. Say close, open. Now see the decimal places changed to 3. Now let us try to enter something. Say 4, say 222.2222222. So I have entered so many, but you will truncate to 3 only. That is how you can define these 3: the field size, single or integer, long integer, and format, decimal place. Again, input mask. You can define the input mask. You go again here. Okay, you select what says input mask is only for the input mask, which only works with the text and data bits. Okay, input mask only can be given for text and data. It will not work for this one. The caption, this one. Default value, you can enter whatever the value you want. You enter here, it will come. Validation rule, you know how to put it. For example, the data here, for example, this should be, it should not be, it should be greater than, say, -1. So it will take only more than that. Okay. Then text, Okay, is it clear whatever is now explained or anything to be repeated?
Sir, default value, please repeat for text and number again.
Okay,
Default value.
fine. So let us say I'll open this one. Okay. Now let us take a salary. Okay. Here salary, for example, we want the salary to be default minimum salary is 500. Let us say. So I want 500 to appear whenever a person is joining, minimum 500. Then anything can be changed. Okay. Now, for example, you enter anything here, person say A, B, C, D. So what is coming here? No value is coming, right? Now I want default value 500. But you see here, employee number, it is coming default 400 because I fixed 400. I did not enter this one, automatically came. Suppose say this one, MBCD, okay, it's automatically 400 coming. Why it's coming? Because I entered 400 as a default value. So let us go say design view again. Now we said salary. Now what is the default value? Blank here. Okay. So I want to put 500 is the minimum by default. So this is default value, means when you open the data sheet view, it will have a default value, but you can change the default value always. For example, we add one column here, okay, one row, say nationality, let us say nationality, okay, nationality, okay, now short text. Now this is the text, huh? But I want the default value that a short text is Indian. So nationality is Indian. There are so many nationalities, but I have Indian as the default. So let me say I will again also demonstrate other way around. Okay, now close and open. You come here. You see here 500 came. This is default value. I did not enter. But if I go to the next one, this because now let us say this one XYZ. A. Now you see there are two default values. So one default value is selected the employee number, another one. Now you want to change the salary. Suppose say it's 1,200 like this. Say you can change it the way you want it. Also, we said the number. What is okay? You should have a field name here. Without another, it will not go. Okay. Understand this one? This is the purpose of the default value. You can enter the default value in the table itself. Also, you see here it is coming Indian, right? Now we'll see. Suppose say you have 4 fields and you want one field to be default value. Let us go to design sheet view. So you have selected Indian, but in a company you will have so many nationalities, right? So how do you know how many nationalities? Okay, go to lookup and add the nationalities you want. Say go here and a combo box, and instead of going to table, I will take here only. I will take value list and then source, like so row source type and row source. Here I will type say Indian, say Bangladeshi, for example, Bangladesh, okay, say Sri Lanka, okay, say UAE. Let us say these are the nationalities you have. These are the nationalities you have, and then you want the one nationality to be default. So where to coming here? Go to general, and you say here the nationality. Okay, default, say Indian, right? Now let us see what happens. Say close this one, save it. Now again open this data sheet view, come here and see the nationality. See here it gave the nationality Indian, but if you drop down you have all the options. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So you want to add, you can add so many and you can choose. No, you don't want Indian, for example, you want UAE. So what do you do? Go to design, nationality, say you
Default
say
value.
yes, say default value UAE. Finish. So it gives you the one you have chosen. See? So this is the benefit of defining the tables in a proper way. It will help you to add restrictions to the data. So people cannot enter whatever they want it. For example, if you don't define, some people write U as a small, A as a capital, E. So anything is possible if you don't restrict. So these tables give you basic information what you can actually define it. So you define properly, you will have proper data. So we covered like short text number, we covered date. For example, if we take the date. Now, when you enter the date here, for example, go back to view the data. We'll see what is the thing we can do here. For example, come to date here. So you see, you don't see a calendar here, right? You have to enter the field, right? Why you want to enter the date? I want to select the date. How do you do that? Because we've defined the input mask, the field is coming like this. So we remove the input mask and we select the date. Say go to design, okay? So employee joining date. Now here you see the input marks. because input mask is there, it is asking you to enter. Suppose if I delete, what will happen? Now there is a field, last field, you can see here. There is a show date picker, right? Show date picker, last one. If you select that, then you don't need to enter the date. So now let us close it. I remove the input mask. Okay, open this one. Now come to date of join. You see here, it is giving a calendar. Click on the side, you have a calendar. So select today. See here. Now you see, you must enter the employee name. So employee name, we made it as mandatory field. Just I will enter something. Okay, see here. So you can select the date. You can select any date. But if you don't want to give a date picker, let us go back and see design sheet view. See here. Okay, date of join. So if you don't want to show date picker, say never. What will happen if you say never? It will not show you that, hopefully. So employee joining date. Now it is not giving you. So you can type, say 11th June 2023. See, so it has taken the entry, but there is no date picker. So if you go back, design, and say date field, and you remove the never, and say date picker for dates. Now, again, you can have it, as you said before, you can have a default value. Why I have to enter? If I know the date, or say I want to have a date which is say 3 days before or 2 days before. Now means it will give today's date. If it is 2 days before, means -2, you make it. The default value will come. See what happens. Say save and see date of joining. See 9th June, it came automatically. You didn't do anything, huh? Simply put an O date minus. Right? Okay. How much time is left? Yes. Yeah, you have a question? Do you have a question, Jafar?
Yes, sir.
Do you have a question? Do you have anything to ask?
No, sir. Thank you, sir. I am clear already.
No, sir.
Okay, anyone wants to try now? How much time is left? So, do you want to try anything? I think we have finished 1 hour. But do you want to try anything? Anyone has a laptop you want to share? We can try. No? You want to try?